One of these nasty storms coming at you.
Of Essex, and this is going to make it hard for us to even see if there's still a tornado. You can see all this blue stuff. Usually this would be a tornado, but in this case, it's just a bunch of hail that is falling. But we could still have a tornado. We've at least had a lowering as of lately from Brandon Kopic's POV back over near M16.
This is like the debris signature here. But yeah, I mean,
So,
of course it's going to be all blue here, right? When you got this whole core of hail right here just blocking it all, right? So
wind and potentially still a tornado.
blue means like there's not. It's like basically where it's solid blue. That means radar's picking up the solid stuff in the air. There's so much hail that it makes it look like it's solid from here to here on the radar.
It might be a non-condensed tornado. I wouldn't be surprised if this is still in progress.
But it's picking up all the hail, and it's also picking up the hail back here too.
Brandon Kopic's still the closest to.
So like all this hail is like going to throw off everything on that scan.
Yeah, Brandon has now had 2 tornadoes today.
These velocities are really strong though. That's very concerning.
Believe it or not, we've had multiple tornadoes and land spouts. Like if you look at all the tornado reports that we had 3 north of Omaha. That was really 1 tornado. We may have had about.
Now they got it measured at 4,200 feet up to 30,000 feet.
That looked pretty dang large, and it's still going. And this supercell is probably
4.0 on the strength.
Tornado at least for the next hour. Again, this environment is very favorable across southwestern Iowa for tornadoes.
This one's really, bro. They got like a hail warning right on the rotation.
Change to the other storm real quick. I don't know if CJ Ziegler has anything, but
Even though if you get there's all the interference is so close to the storm, I don't even know if it's reading right. Let me try the other radar in that storm. I might be able to see it better in the other radar. You know what? Before I do that, I want to see another 3D view of this storm.
Has been a bit weaker though than this storm that is currently near Randolph. If you're back over in Clarinda, Newmarket, Gravity,
Oh my goodness, this thing.
or the Villa Scott area here in southwest Iowa, you need to be ready to go to your safe place and make sure your car is protected. And a destructive hailstorm, in addition to a tornado threat, is coming your direction here.
That's where it's at.
20 to 30 minutes as this storm moves east. It is moving east-southeast right now at about 30 to 35 miles per hour.
It's insane. The storm is so big.
Not really quick, but at least at a decent pace.
Yeah, pushing up all the way to the top there. Dang, it goes up, like cuts off on the very top of the radar. It's going up so high. So this is over 60,000 feet. It's recording all the way up to 60,000 feet, and then it gets cut off. That's insane.
And that's also playing into this tornado threat. It's making this storm in particular a lot more.
Man, this one looks nuts.
But our dew points right now are being measured in the low 60s. We have 61, 63 in several different areas.
All right, let me go look at the other radar. I want to see the other storm, see if we got a better view from it.
A warm front, a cold front, and a dry line, all essentially in the same area near a low pressure system. And this supercell is feeding off of that energy right now in southwest Iowa. So it's a very favorable environment for this particular.
This radar's pretty far from this one too.
Struggling more because it's more elevated. And,
Oh my goodness, there's all this interference right here heading towards.
I think going towards Des Moines, but this southern storm definitely has a lot more to it.
I think this hail's just starting the radar off so bad on this one, you can't really get a good reading.
The super chat is a mess. Iowa gonna get anything? I don't know if we're really gonna see much there north of the interstate, but I do think some hail and wind are still possible.
Yeah, sounds like this is pretty much falling apart because it's heading out of the red area. Be my best guess. Wow, this radar's really far, but you can clearly see right here. I mean, the storm looks completely different from that radar, but
From what I'm hearing, there might still be a large tornado in progress. Brandon Kopic, I think, may have it again. I think Brandon has it. Yeah, Brandon still has a tornado, it looks like.
Brandon Kopic has the view of this tornado. Looks pitch dark, though. Like dark. Can't even really see it. It's so dark. Storm completely darkened the sky.
Left middle is where it looks like we may still have a tornado. And this is, again, probably, if it's still on the ground, this is definitely a large tornado. Which I do think it is. The velocities are still very strong on radar, right over Summit.
Oh man, we're up in the pink now. All the way up in the pink. This thing is so strong. Oh my goodness. This is a pretty big one too.
Bit of a situation where the hail core is going to be kind of
Oh
masking
my
the radar
goodness.
a little bit, but it still looks like, at least from what we're seeing with Brandon, there might still be a tornado back there.
108 mile per hour by one direction. 108 mile an hour one direction right here.
Michael, western Wisconsin should be mostly wind and hail late tonight, overnight. We got an update from Riley. Go ahead, Riley.
Hey Max, so I'm just sort of looking at the radar here on my side. If you want to go ahead and show that, and it's actually showing a signature that we normally only see.
This is an emergency alert.
Stop.
A
We just
large
got
and
a
strong
PDS tornado
tornado
warning,
is
so
on
this
the
has now
ground.
been
Okay,
upgraded.
yeah, they upgraded to
It
TDS.
is now a particularly dangerous situation. We have a large and extremely dangerous.
Anytime you get like pink on this, that's like guaranteed PDS tornado warning.
Again, as
Pink or white.
as a potentially large, maybe even a wedge. That's at least from some of the reports I've seen. Again, Brandon has had a view of this, and it still looks like a large tornado.
So this is heading towards Imogene, Essex, Coburg.
Windows, lowest floor possible, and get to an interior room of your home or building if you are in this warning. This is a very dangerous
PDS tornado warning.
It is
Particularly dangerous situation.
when we have large and extremely dangerous tornadoes that are in
So this is like heading right towards Imogene. Where is Imogene?
right now. I'm going to go back to Brandon. But again,
See Randolph here.
large tornado. Yeah, I think middle left was where he had it or something like that.
Oh my goodness. Imogene's pretty small, but this thing is so big. I hope these guys are getting their Amber Alerts right now. They probably are. It is right next to Imogene. This tornado's like right here. I'm not sure which way it's going though. You seen how it was like flopping around and going all different directions. But it's big. This is massive. This is a huge one.
Dangerous situation for Essex and Shenandoah. Corey Gherkin, I think, also had a view of this. I'm not sure if he still does. He had a view.
That is a big tornado. My goodness.
Until he gets a bit more out in front of it. Brandon Kopic's kind of in the smack dab middle of this. We had a huge mesocyclone on this thing, by the way. I mean,
my goodness.
There briefly, but Corey has a huge mesocyclone, which is basically where our
bright area is just so big. It's a humongous rotation. I mean, you can just see like the whole massive rotation, even not in the center point. Like it's just a big area.
This is pretty much the size of it right now. Again, this is Brandon Kopic. Again, with the view of this tornado, that's basically the size here of the tornado that we're dealing with. It's a pretty large tornado. It could even be larger now than this. We don't really know. It's hard to tell. But Brandon's
He took it off the screen.
Looks like it is producing a sizable tornado. Riley has a quick update. Go ahead, Riley.
At least it's a small town and it might miss it.
Hey Max, I was just actually, as they issued that PDS warning, I was talking about how the velocities on radar.
Looks like right at the moment.
They could actually
it's going south of Imogene, I think. Yeah, that last scan looks like it's going south of Imogene. That's good.
We are so garbled on velocity due to the hail core, but we are not far away from the requirements to see a tornado emergency for the town of Essex, Iowa. If you guys are in Essex, this tornado is south of you.
Looks like right here.
It's starting to occlude, which is going to push it further off to the north. So you have to take shelter.
South of Imogene. Where's Essex? Okay. Yeah, it's actually going to probably head towards Essex. The storm track, because it's here. It's kind of going slightly southeast is what they've been doing. It also depends how big it gets. Essex is pretty big. We got quite a few houses there.
So this is again a very dangerous.
It's not good.
You need to be in your safe place if you are in this warning. This is Brandon Kopic.
Anybody just tuning in, we got a big, giant, massive tornado on the ground. It's out here in southern Iowa. Can I zoom out? See all of the state of Iowa. Pretty much everything that's in the big threat tonight is going to be inside that area. This is our tornado threat for the day. So as you see, we're the 5% chance. That's where this tornado's at right now. Normally, you don't see tornadoes this strong in a 5% or a 2%, but we're out in the Midwest. Basically, they call like an EF2 a windstorm out there. So
Back in the middle left, I think, is where the tornado.
they usually only see big, stronger ones out there like this.
It's a big tornado right there in the middle left. That's still a large cone tornado in progress. Right to the left of those bright lights. It's gonna be kind of behind them now.
I can't.
Big time wedge.
I don't see it.
There's this chaser that was over the radio that just said this is a big time wedge.
That is massive, though. It's so big.
This is Brandon Kopic.
The time point of the velocities is so many blocks wide.
I think Brandon did say it could have been Brandon. I don't know who exactly it was. I think it was.
Gotta see another 3D view of this thing.
Wedge. From what we saw with Corey, there is definitely a tornado. It's sizable.
Yeah, it's huge. Bigger than the average tornado. Yeah, oh my goodness, yeah. So basically that whole orange part's going to be the size of your tornado, like from here to here.
That there's a large RT where he is. And this is approaching the town of Essex right now. A very dangerous tornado coming up on Essex.
Tighten up the velocities.
Again, Corey Gherkin coming up on the storm right now from south in Shenandoah, where we've had reports of a large, potentially even a wedge tornado.
It's a better look of it there. Really couldn't see it. My goodness. How you doing, Lori? We're looking at a big, giant tornado wrapped with hail. I can't believe the hail core, too. It's still this much around it. Like,
there's two tornadoes in progress.
2 tornadoes.
This is his live shot, which again, it's going to be hard to see much because it's nighttime, but he just said there was 2 tornadoes.
2 here?
Unless that was somebody else.
And there is rotation in different spots. We got rotation here, here, rotation up here.
So there's actively 2 tornadoes in progress. So again, actively 2 tornadoes in progress with this storm.
What are they talking about up here?
That's the point that we've gotten to now. So we have 2 tornadoes in progress. You can't even see them on radar. It's going to be somewhere in here. Approaching the town of Essex.
2 tornadoes in progress.
Wedge tornado, and now there's a
Let me take a look at a 3D view closer and see if I can see. I'll let it go a couple more scans. Let's see if we can see the second one.
It's going right into the town of Essex, just north of Shenandoah, approaching Coburg.
This is in southern Iowa, going from Nebraska to Iowa.
We are talking about a very strong tornado that has just crossed over Highway 50.
Right in this glob of mess right here. This is where our 2 nasty storms are. I'm gonna zoom in now. It's like in between these 2 big highways, going from Des Moines. It's heading, just went through Imogene. Now it's heading towards Essex. It actually looks like it might go dead on to Essex. They need a tornado emergency. This, I think, it's up in the white now. Look how many white blocks it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's like 4 white blocks. They might tornado emergency this, possibly. It's recorded from 48,000 feet up to 46,000 feet. EF 3.7. This is just EF based on the scales of the winds, not what the damage is doing on the ground. This is just what they're measuring through the sky. It's how strong it is.
Right there. Got a tornado. Has a tornado. Right there. Oh, I saw that. Yep, big cone tornado. Left side. I don't know if that's the main one or what. I did get that on stream. We got a tornado on the ground here, guys.
You can see it in the flashes. Right in here. See it? Right there. Yeah, you can see it there. Barely. During the tornado flashes. Or the thunder flashes. Yeah, they need to put tornado emergency down for this. It's too strong. This definitely needs a tornado emergency. It's just a PDS warning right now, but everyone in excess is probably getting the amber alerts already. And it's heading right towards Essex. All right, let's watch the storm.
This is an emergency alert. A tornado emergency warning has been issued.
Okay, so they upgraded it to more tornado emergency. I told you they would. It's an emergency for sure. It just downtrended a little bit, but it's still a nasty tornado. So we got upgrade to tornado emergency. There it is, tornado emergency, Fremont, Montgomery, Page County. Oh my goodness, man! This thing's heading right towards Essex. This is not good.
Right into the town of Essex, we have a large tornado that is moving right into Essex, Coburg as well, and just north of Shenandoah, also going towards Yorktown.
So this is heading into Essex, Iowa.
So again, this is a violent tornado that is currently in progress. It is likely producing catastrophic damage.
Not good, not good. And I think it's going to hit this town dead on.
In Iowa. If you know any friends or family here, please make sure that they're aware of this. This is a very dangerous.
It's like right here, right now, and it's heading right down there to Essex.
This is Freddie McKinney, who's kind of in this right now. Let me change over to this.
We can see the road right here. It might go. I don't know. It looks like it's heading right to it, sadly.
Freddie had a visual of this tornado moments ago. They are not far from where the tornado is. The RFD surge is hitting them right now.
Oh, it looks like it might be handing off up to the north a little bit. It might wrap out on top of Essex and go north. See this velocity scan, this latest one, they split up into two different areas. That could be a handoff right there. Doesn't look as bad as it did a couple scans ago, like back here. That was definitely 100% a tornado emergency right here, but right here, I think it's doing a handoff on top of Essex.
Shenandoah and Yorktown in southwest Iowa. I'm going to go back to Brandon Kopic.
Hey, Lori, if you go in my description, I have links to lots of other storm chasers and streamers. I'm just streaming onto, basically, this is for phone apps, devices, and shorts, just kind of getting everybody introduced in, because the weather game's all changed. You know, we got lots of people, big streamers doing weather now. But yeah, this is a pretty serious situation. This is the worst it can get during a tornado stream. If you get a black line up here saying TOR-E, that stands for tornado emergency. That's the highest rating you can get, and that means you're not safe. If you're not in a basement, you could very well lose your life if this thing comes near you. So yeah, it's
long track tornado. Again, going right into the town of Essex as we speak, and it will be coming up on Bethesda and Nyman.
Looks like it's lost some of its power, so that's a good thing for Essex, and it might have just handed off right on top of it. Because it did split up too. Like the tornado was here, looks like it moved it up here. Pretty sure the tornado moved up north.
Especially with, if there is catastrophic damage, you might be walking on a lot of debris.
Look, and it's dropped way down to 2.8. So it lost a lot of power. That might be through the handoff. Looks like it fell apart right on top of Essex. That's crazy. That's insane. Is that the strength of a 2.3? When you go back a couple scans, this thing was an absolute destructive mess. So Essex dodged a bullet, I think. They went from a 3.7 to a 2.6 in a matter of a minute or two.
Freddie has it right there in the middle. That's a large tornado.
I think Essex got missed. Look, I mean, Essex is right here. I think it handed off right north of Essex. So that's good. That's crazy, man. Imagine being in that town and getting this emergency and seeing it come that close to your town. Oh, everybody should be in shelter though, obviously, because this thing's still on the ground, still a bad tornado, but it looks like it barely missed Essex.
That is, again, the tornado. It looks really scuddy.
Grundy, Black Hawk County, is that in Iowa? Lori? This is the storm right here. I'm going to zoom out and turn off some of the warnings so you can see it better and where it's going. It's basically been moving southeast into Iowa, mostly east, but kind of south. Whatever just happened in Essex was a miracle. I can't believe that. Like, this was like a destructive, violent tornado that just did a handoff right in front of the town. I don't know. This latest scan looks like the tornado is moving south again. Kind of did this, went up and around. I mean, everybody in Essex has to be in a basement right now. They already know. They got their Amber Alerts and everything. They should be in their safe spot, but it looks like it might have went around. I don't know. Looks really close to Essex right now, though. This radar could be calibrated off, too, because, like, the radar in Ohio is off by, like, 5-10 miles where I'm at. Oh, gosh. Missouri has tons of tornadoes. I think it missed Essex. We'll find out. We'll find out with the drone footage tomorrow. I think it might have went north of Essex. I think this was a miracle that just happened, honestly. That's just insane. I'm gonna play it through. We can watch it.
Essex being pretty much the main town in this warning, other than Esta. It's a little bit more rural.
Like, coming straight towards it, then whoop, just went up and around it.
Tornado emergency still ongoing. This is
I gotta make it slower. Hold on.
Tornado that just hit the Essex area. If we still have a tornado, which it looks like we still do, it's going to go right along Highway 48.
Animation settings. Make it slow.
As a reminder, this is a storm that has produced multiple tornadoes already. We had a large tornado that.
Hopefully it did hit Essex down on, but it looks like it kind of went north of it.
May see another one try to form. And again, the velocities on radar are very.
It's still really bad though. Yeah, I know. I was thinking that too with the 5%, but like, we're also out Midwest. A 2 and a 5% out Midwest is like.
With how strong the velocities are, and also with it already having a history of producing multiple tornadoes.
I mean, look at the velocities. I mean, it's still pretty big. That handoff kind of made it weaker for a minute, but it's starting to look stronger again. I mean, looked at this one up here for a while. I think that one's pretty much falling apart up north. It's still tornado warned. Let's take a look at a 3D view of it.
Right now, it does sound like there was a crash here into a ditch, possibly related to the tornado, but not entirely sure. That's what Freddie's looking at right now. Again, big RFD surge. Obviously, can't see the car, I don't think, but hopefully, whoever's in that.
My goodness.
Okay. Again, the wind's very
What a
strong.
massive tornado. I mean, that thing just.
Does not help with how this environment is right now.
Yeah, obviously you can tell where it's at, right? Like, it's pretty obvious. That's our exact location of the tornado. I think you can kind of see where it did its handoff. If you look at this, when it went north, like the tornado was here, and it did its handoff to the north, and it probably just came back down to right here and went north of Essex, probably. See that churn it made, and the velocities.
But again, very dangerous storm right now that is currently moving to the east. This is, again, moving east at about 30 miles per hour. It's not as fast as our storms that we had, just back a week or two ago, but it's still a very dangerous.
I don't know if you guys telling me, when you see like a big, strong tornado, you can clearly see the tornado and the velocity 3D.
Right over near Highway 48
I mean, and you can just see the inflow. You can see all this inflow just wrapping itself around into it.
So be ready for this. Also, we do have a large hail core on the north side.
Like, that's like a picture perfect 3D view of a tornado.
Hail that is falling, which is going to
Can't get any better than that.
very dangerous. Riley has an update. Go ahead, Riley.
This is 3 scans back too, and it was. I don't know how strong it is still, but
What I think actually forced this storm to produce the tornado it did is if we back it up about half an hour or so, we can actually see that there was a different area of convection behind it. So what happened is this storm was moving off to the east, and the one to the west
still really
was
strong.
moving faster, and it forced itself up into the RFD.
I don't know if they're going to keep it as an emergency or downgrade it to just a PDS.
Now the good
So
thing
back
about
here's when it looked really bad, right before Essex.
this is actually a destructive merger. So hopefully sometime over the next half hour or so, we see the storm kind of weaken and that echo top come down and we see no more tornado threat. But for now, there will still be that large damaging tornado on the ground.
All right, thank you, Riley, for the update. Also, it seems like we don't have an update yet on the person that was in the ditch, but they looks like looking around for something. I don't know what. There's somebody that was in the ditch from this, possibly from this tornado. If not, it was just from the high winds and dust.
I'll go back to the 3D view of it.
Mothership of a supercell right now. This is again the one that is producing the large and extremely dangerous tornado.
I might be able to get like a 3D view of
the structure here.
moving along.
Very intense supercell. The velocities and everything on radar have been insane. I do want to point out something else as well. If we go back here to radar,
That might have been the handoff right there.
Again, they are extremely strong, and we likely still have a tornado over Nyman, but this has become a pretty rain-wrapped area of rotation. This has actually been moving more to the northeast. It's becoming a drunk NATO as of right now. This is similar to what
Max is calling it a drunk NATO.
This area of rotation.
Oh man, why does it keep popping up the screen? Try to show that.
So it's actually not necessarily going east anymore. It is going more in the direction of
I don't know why. I'm trying to show the 3D view and it keeps disappearing off my screen for some reason.
I mean, we're literally looking at a drunk NATO essentially right now here in southwest Iowa. So very crazy stuff, but this is once again just the power of a supercell like this.
Yeah, like I think that was the handoff it did right on top of. You can kind of see where it did the handoff. Like you can see it on the ground there. See it there really well. Then here you start to see it chopping apart here. And that's where like changed directions right on top of Essex right there. And went north of it, I think. And then there you go. You can see it back down again further north. That's crazy. It's almost like the government shot like a wind missile at the tornado to make it go away on top of Essex.
It is no longer a tornado emergency, but it is still a PDS tornado warning, which means that this is still a particularly dangerous situation. They have
unreal.
Warning, for those in Montgomery.
I don't know what's going on with it now. We got a rotation here and here now.
So again, large and extremely dangerous.
The tornado's here, but
again, we have two different areas of rotation that are in this area.
The front of this hook as well.
Nyman and just southeast of Coburg. So if you're in this area, you got to continue to stay in your safe place. And honestly, I would at least be away from windows and on the lowest floor possible if you're in Red Oak or Stanton, as this is still a very dangerous storm.
So it's still rotating from 5,300 feet up to 26,000 feet.
Trying to go north. All right, let's go back over to Corey, who's looking right now.
The 3D scans are always from a couple scans back, so it's like what the storm was doing a minute and a half ago. So I can't see what it looks like right this moment. I can see on the radar at this moment, but not the 3D scan. I don't know how to change it. Yeah, this week is gonna be full of stuff. Like this is today's right here. This was all green when I looked yesterday. They upgraded the spot that we're in right now to 5%. Tomorrow's a big day. I mean, I know it's only a 2%, right? But like, there's nothing but big cities throughout this whole green spot. So like, it may be a day with weak tornadoes, but I think tomorrow, I don't know how it's going to end up. I think the reason why I'm saying it's going to be big because like the amount of people that are in this area, right? Like this warning covers millions of people, right? Like there's tons of people in this area. I just don't know how bad it's going to be. But there's going to be a lot of people watching tomorrow and concerned about weather. And then day 3, I don't have the tornado outlook for day 3, but this is like what they're expecting the storms to be 3 days from now. And then day 4. So it's day 4. So there's a very good chance that we could have tornadoes the next 4 days, possibly. You're in the green tomorrow? I'm not in it, thankfully. I'm in Cincinnati. Seems like I'm always in the tornado area, but tomorrow I am south of it, thankfully. I mean, I still might get some rain, but man, we've had like lakes in my yard for the last 10 months, so I hope it doesn't rain at all tomorrow, but who knows? Well, actually, let's look at the rain for tomorrow. So, yeah, see, there's a good chance we'll have some thunderstorms in Cincinnati tomorrow, but it shouldn't be that bad. It's in the very light green, but this is just where everybody expects to get like heavy rain tomorrow. This is Pivotal Weather. This is the website I use. Storm Prediction Center. And the outlook is actually from the Storm Prediction Center right here. Day 2 categorical outlook. And they update this twice a day, so we'll go back to our day 1 tornado. This thing still looks really strong. I mean, we still got the red and the NROC. So I got a pretty good rotation here. Yeah, it's still rotating from 5,500 feet all the way up to 40,000 feet. It's not giving up yet. This is still a nasty storm. I don't know what this one's doing up here. I mean, you definitely got some rotation. I'm gonna look at the other one from another radar. They still have the tornado emergency on. Oh my god. That scared me. I just had a spider drop down by my head. Something that happens every day. Oh, that scared me. I smushed him with a paper towel.
Cannot clearly see anything, but you can see they're pretty much underneath this large mesocyclone or mothership supercell. And back there in the left.
Yeah, this thing still looks very, very, very tight and strong. Right in here. This is where the tornado's actually at. It's like inside the storm.
As a reminder, this is no longer a tornado emergency, but it is still a PDS tornado warning.
This is moving into this nasty. It's not good because it's moving into this band of interference right here, so we're not going to be able to see it that well soon. A couple more minutes.
This is still a considerable threat here for damage when it comes to our tornado. This is going to be just south of Stanton and Red Oak, going towards Villisca and Hepburn. Just north.
Looks like it's kind of moving north now. If you keep an eye on this triangle right here, that's where the tornado's at, right? You can see how it's kind of moving. It's twirling all around, going like northeast. The tornado itself. This one's all over the place. Where are you at, Leonard? Leonard. Where are you at, Leonard? What's your county and state or city and state? I can pull up your area. I wanted to take a look at the other radar, the other storm, see if we can see anything on it.
In this area, there is a Dollar General that could be affected by this tornado over in Villisca. There's also a Casey's, the Anderson Veterinary Services, and Joe's Portables, and a couple of other.
This storm's kind of all over. This one's up towards Messina, Wayata, Greenfield, Des Moines. This storm's kind of heading towards Des Moines, but looks like it's gonna be an hour or two before it gets there. Yeah, Des Moines is right up here. Let me we can look at the storm track heading towards Des Moines.
Back to Storm Runner Media, who is not far from this. Again, this is the mothership. And
Looks like they were moving southeast. Now it looks like they're moving directly east, maybe northeast slightly. Des Moines is up here. But the good thing, too, about Des Moines is whatever gets to Des Moines, it should be weaker there tonight. Let me pull that up again. But, these things can be off by a bit. The weather balloons aren't perfect. But Des Moines is like in the green right here. So it's going to lose some of its nader juice, what I like to call it, right? There's not as much nader juice in Des Moines. But, so the weather balloons aren't perfect. It could still be strong, but if you're in Des Moines, you definitely want to pay attention all evening. Keep your phone nearby. Can't really see this storm from the radar. There's so much purple interference on this one. I gotta go back to the other radar. But this radar is good for seeing the one that's heading towards Des Moines.
Yeah, we're listening to all the different chasers in the area. Velocities again are just unbelievable.
This thing is so strong. This is like completely rain wrapped too now. Tornadoes moved like completely into the storm.
Where's this at? It's currently near Nyman, Iowa. It's in far southwestern Iowa, coming up on Villisca.
So yeah, you're gonna get. They won't even see the tornado at this point. They're gonna get hit by all this storm before the tornado even comes at this point.
There's gotta be one on the ground. I would find it hard to believe we don't have a tornado. It might be rain wrapped though.
That's 100% on the ground. I mean, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks of pink in there. This thing's guaranteed on the ground.
We may have a new area of rotation attempting to develop south of Villisca. So
It's looking weaker though. It just got weaker in that last scan.
So we have a likely still a large tornado.
It could also be the radar interference we're about to hit too. So we are definitely hitting that band of radar interference. So I don't know how much we can trust the scans from here on out. All this purple is like interference where the radar is not reading properly. So
velocities from the other radar site kind of confirming that.
Fremont did.
There's at least some rotation there.
I started streaming right after. I was actually busy doing something else today, and then I seen the 2 tornado warnings. Like I was watching the radar, but after I seen there was on the ground, I was like, yeah, I better stream for a little while today because it could get nasty, and it sure did. So I don't know if this is getting weaker or it's just the interference, but the size of where all the power is has gotten smaller. But like I said, I don't know if you can trust that with all the interference we have coming. So if we go all the way into here, we can see yellow is like 90 miles an hour, and then the blue is like lighter blue, like 90. So it's about still rotating about 180 miles an hour right here. This spot about 180 miles per hour rotation from 1 to about 5 blocks thick.
Unfortunately, I do think we're going to have to say it again. We are once again inching up on the point where the National Weather Service would go ahead and issue a tornado emergency.
So we're going to get another tornado emergency on it.
Required for a CC drop. If we do see another tornado emergency, this would probably be for the town of Isilla.
Alrighty, thank you for the update. And obviously, the first time that Riley said that there was a tornado emergency, like 5 to 10 minutes.
You say Basilica?
Hopefully, it won't happen again. But this is obviously a very dangerous storm. It does not get much more dangerous than this.